F-4 Phantom II. The F-4 Phantom II supersonic jet fighter was originally developed for the U.S. Navy and officially ended service in 1960. In the mid-60s, the aircraft was also adopted by the United States Marine Corps and the United States Air Force. The F-4 carried over 8,000 kilograms of weapons, including air-to-air missiles, air-to-ground missiles, and various bombs. The main fighter of the Vietnam War, it was gradually replaced by the F-15 and F-18 Hornet. The maximum speed is 2,370 km per hour. The maximum range is 2,600 km. The first flight was on May 27, 1958. SR71 Blackbird. The SR71, designed by Lockheed Martin, was a technical marvel. It flew at an altitude of 24,000 meters, at speeds in excess of 3,000 km per hour. The aircraft was intended for reconnaissance and could overtake targeted anti-aircraft missiles. The SR-71 flew between Los Angeles and Washington in just 67 minutes. The maximum speed is 3,540 km per hour. The maximum range is almost 6,000 km. The first flight took place on December 22, 1964. MiG25 Foxhound two-seater fighter. This aircraft was originally designed as a supersonic fighter interceptor for flights in any weather. Finally, they did it. This is a long-range aircraft which has several modifications to suit different conditions of use. It is noteworthy that this particular aircraft was the first combat aircraft of the fourth generation in the USSR. The range of its application is very high. It is capable of intercepting any air target at high, medium, low, and extremely low altitudes. Even heat traps and artificially created radar interference shouldn't be a problem for him. The crew is 2 people. This machine is capable of accelerating up to 3,000 km per hour, which leaves no chance for an enemy aircraft. Of course, if it doesn't go further on our list. The maximum range is 3,300 kilometers. Their first flight took place on September 16, 1975. Convair F-106 Delta Dart. First introduced into service in 1959, the Convair F-106 was designed to intercept and destroy Soviet bombers during the Cold War. The Delta Dart was equipped with sophisticated radar, infrared missiles, and a nuclear warhead missile. The F-106 still holds the single-engine speed record. The F-106 is considered one of the most difficult fighters to fly. The maximum speed is almost 2,500 km per hour. The maximum range is almost 3,000 kilometers, and first flight was on December 25, 1956. MiG25 Fox. The Soviet MiG25, first introduced in 1964, was built as a supersonic interceptor and reconnaissance aircraft. Because of its large wings, it was assumed in the United States that it was very maneuverable. However, an airplane needs large wings because of its heavy weight. The maximum speed of the MiG-25, Mach 3.2, cannot be reached without damaging the engine. The aircraft's maximum sustained speed is 3,090 km per hour, that is Mach 2.83. Maximum range is 2,570 km. The first flight was on March 6, 1964. X-15. The fastest manned aircraft in the world is the rocket-powered X-15. The X-15 first flew on June 8, 1959, after being successfully deployed from another aircraft at an altitude of 15,000 meters. A few years later, on October 3, 1967, the X-15 developed an incredible speed of 7,274 km per hour, that is Mach 6.72. 3 X-15s were built, which in total made 199 flights before the program was cancelled. The maximum speed is 7,274 km per hour. The first flight took place on June 8, 1959. E-152. This experimental interceptor was based on the E-150 model and although it did not receive widespread use, its design served as the basis for the MiG25 Fox bat. The maximum speed is 3030 km per hour. The maximum range is 1,500 km. And the first flight was on July 10, 1959. XB-70 Valkyrie. The XB-70 was the prototype for the never-completed B-70 strategic bomber. The plane was supposed to drop bombs accurately from a high altitude at a Mach 3 speed. Soviet missile defense expansion of the role of intercontinental ballistic missile systems ultimately led to the abandonment of the B-70 program. Only 2 copies of the XB-70 were completed, which were then used as the test vehicles for flights at high speeds. The maximum speed is 3,308 km per hour. The maximum range is almost 7,000 km. The first flight took place on September 21, 1964. Bell X-2 Starbuster. The Bell X-2, which flew briefly between November 1955 and September 1956, was an experimental research aircraft jointly designed by the Bell Aircraft Corporation, the United States Air Force, and the National Aeronautics Advisory Committee. The aircraft was tested at speeds between Mach 2 and Mach 3. On September 27, 1956, the X-2 reached its record speed of 3,370 km per hour. The maximum speed is 3,370 km per hour. The first flight was on September 18, 1955. Thank you for watching. Hope it was interesting. Subscribe to the channel. Put your thumbs up. Ring the bells. See you soon again.